A year ago, when our daughter was just 3 years old, we couldn't get her to sit still. She was always full of energy, always moving. We signed her up for dance lessons, and every week she would go with so much excitement. But one day, everything changed. On the way home from her class, she fell asleep in the back of the truck right beside her brother. We were only minutes away from home when another driver made a left turn without enough time. They crashed right into us. My husband and I walked away completely unharmed, but the impact hit the door where our daughter had been sitting. Her neck was broken. We spent 2 days in the hospital waiting while she was in surgery, terrified of what news we'd get. When the doctors finally came out, we learned she had survived. Her spinal cord was badly damaged, but she was stable. Still, they told us our little girl would never walk again. She was only 3 years old, and I had no idea how to explain something like that to her. Since then, her world has been completely different. She doesn't smile the way she used to. I've watched her cry when she sees her brother play on the swings, knowing she can't join him, and kids her age stare at her constantly, which only makes it worse. At night, I've caught my husband crying in the garage. I thought he just needed space to grieve, but I eventually realized he was doing something else. He had been secretly working on something for her. Yesterday was her birthday. When she opened her gift, it wasn't anything she could have expected. It was what my husband had been designing for months. And in that moment, for the first time since the accident, we saw her laugh. We saw her smile. For a little while, she finally got to feel normal again.